So our snowblower is broken and in the shop, so we are hand shoveling our entire driveway. I'm taking a little bit of break and saying hi to the dog before I head back up there. Keeps coming down. As soon as we shovel, it just fills up with like another half an inch of snow. First thing that we do is take the dog out. My Burberry rain boots, because that is all I have. I think so. Today is a peppermint mocha coffee day. Good morning, YouTube world. It's Allie. Welcome to my channel. Today I am getting ready to go to work. It is the middle of the week. I am wrapping things up at work before I go on my Mexico vacation to Cancun. And since I have to walk in Boston today, I am sporting some cashmere with some pink polka dots and some jeans. I work in a very casual environment, so jeans are definitely okay every day. Sometimes I do switch it up. So that is my ensemble, and I'm gonna go put my face on so that I don't look crazy. So I haven't quite decided what I want to do for my makeup look. I'm kind of between this Too Faced Dream Queen palette and doing a pink look from here. It is a holiday palette and it is December, so I'm kind of feeling that a little bit. Or maybe the Modern Renaissance palette. My fiance got me this for Valentine's Day one year, and maybe doing, because these, I feel like this color, maybe this one, really matches my polka dots. Yeah, maybe the top one matches my polka dots. So maybe something from here, or maybe both. So I'm gonna play around and see what I come up with. Does anyone else find doing their makeup in the morning just so relaxing? Okay, we're gonna start with some foundation. This is my Naked foundation. I tried to get a refill on this. It's in shade 1.5 and I could not find it. So I'm assuming that they no longer sell this, and I'm devastated because it is my favorite foundation that isn't drugstore. So I'm gonna start just doing all over the lid to do like a base with this tempera shade. Don't mind my nails, they are so bad. But luckily not many people are in the office on Wednesdays, and I like to do the corners of the eyes to brighten up. Because I have kind of like a gray look going on with the pink, I think I'm going to do like this warm taupe in my crease. And blend, blend, blend. I feel like sticking with this palette a bit more, so I'm going to use this dark brown shade, Cypress Ember. I'm using this kind of angled brush to go into that corner. I've never been to Mexico before and I'm really excited. I've always been very much in the mindset of, you know, work hard until you're financially secure, and then once you're financially secure, then you can go on vacations. I put my career first, I saved, I sacrificed so much. I never went out with friends, I never went out to eat. All these things for many years to make sure I paid off my debt, to make sure my car was paid off, to make sure that my student loans were paid off. It was just really important for me to set up my life before I did these things. And maybe that sounds silly because everyone would always tell me like, you're too young, you should travel when you're young, all these things. But all my friends who told me this advice, they're the ones that ended up in not so great situations, and they never had money and they have a ton of debt. Not even just their student loan debt. They were just in debt because all these other things came up in life, but they spent so much money on traveling when they were younger because it was so important. And I'm not saying that it's not important. It's important to have, but it's not something that is owed to you. It's not something that you have to do right away when you graduate college. You know, that's just my opinion. Maybe people will strongly disagree. If you can afford it, if you live with your parents and money's not a problem, or you don't live with your parents and you just do really well, of course. What I'm saying is that if you can't afford it and you're fresh out of school and you don't even have a job yet, or you have a job and you're making very little, you're still paying your student loans, then, maybe the priority should be kind of paying down the loan, so that when you do vacation, like now when I vacation, I can enjoy it. I'm not stressed about how much money everything I want to do costs. I go and I enjoy, and I come home and I'm not stressed out. Because part of self-care is taking care of yourself, setting yourself up for the future that you want, more than just, a week or 2 weeks of a vacation that may be, amazing. And of course the memories will last you a lifetime. But if you're stressed coming home to the financial situation that you left, then was it really worth it? To each their own. I'm not here to dictate how to live your life or anything, but that is just my thing. So I'm excited to be traveling now at this point in my life, in my late 20s, where I can, and I feel okay about it because I don't have all of this debt hanging over me where it's just adding to it. So I'm very excited, and I feel like I've earned it. I feel like I didn't just do it. I didn't feel like my mom and dad helped me. I feel like I accomplished this, and I worked hard for the life that I have now. I'm gonna switch gears and go to my Dream Queen palette and go for this sparkly. I'm not actually gonna use this brush for that. I'm going to use my finger because it picks up a lot more. I used to hate the look of sparkly eyeshadow, but now I'm like in such a sparkly eyeshadow phase. But who's to say you can't change? Who's to say because you don't like something one year that you can't later? Sometimes things are required. I need to go in with some pink. I feel like this is probably a bit thick. Yeah, it's okay. Go large or go home. I'm gonna go in with Love Letter now from the ABH Modern Renaissance palette. Go underneath my waterline. I just really love the way that like a pop of color under your waterline looks. Now I'm going to go in with the black, the Special Delivery in the Dream Queen palette, and I'm gonna actually line my waterline. I don't find it like impossible to get through their palettes. I keep buying more palettes because I fall into the hype of wanting the newest, although sometimes the colors aren't even all that different. I can't even get through them. Okay, for my eyebrows, I feel like just using for my Naked Basics, and I'm gonna go in with Faint. I don't know why I don't actually use like the products the way that they're supposed to. Like I use eyeshadow for almost everything. I even use it for bronzer sometimes. I don't often use it for bronzer because I don't find that it blends the way that I want it to, but like for everything else, I use it as my eyeliner, I use it as my brow powder. So I actually use like every one of these shades when I do my face.
So yeah, they'll cut out. I'm gonna call her. And this is actually so dope. So she was like, oh, she's so cool.
This is the Physicians Formula. I've had this way too long, but I'm even proud to say. Probably sounds so weird, but I think I really like walking to work in the snow. But you can tell pretty. I mean, it's basically, there's pros and cons, but it's just so pretty in terms of if you have to walk anyway, you might as well have pretty things to look at. commutes, but talk about a morning commute. Like, how beautiful is this? There's definitely worse commutes I have. There's definitely days like today. I actually don't miss driving into work. Some days I do, but days like today where it's not that cold, it's not so bad. It's really pretty. Like having a snow dork moment right now. So I just got home from work. Today was a exhausting day. I had so much to do at work, and on top of it, the train was delayed and it took me 2 hours to get into work today. So I just got home. I'm getting into some comfy clothes. I'm gonna shower. I need to paint my nails and get ready for Mexico. Also need to take my dog for a walk and send out my Christmas cards. So I have most of them done and ready to send out. I have a few that I'm waiting for some addresses for, but this is what they look like. I got these at TJ Maxx, and they're so cute with the little snowman, and the snowman is like reading the Frosty the Snowman song. I got 2 packs of 12, and it cost $4.99 each. So get those out, and I got these wreath-looking stamps. It is so time to light a candle and unwind. I also need to work a little bit tonight, so I'm gonna get some more work done. Again, I'm like wrapping up some things before I go away, so until everything is done and ready to go, I need to continue working. But it's okay because I absolutely love my job. It is so hard and challenging and rewarding. I love my coworkers, I love my boss, I love my boss's boss. Like, it has been such an amazing opportunity to work for this company. And I remember being in such bad situations at jobs before where, you know, things just didn't work out for whatever reason, and it just was never great. No job is ever like perfect. You don't have every single day where it's rainbows, but there's definitely better situations, and I don't believe in staying somewhere that's unhealthy for you. So at the end of the day, you're never stuck. If you're unhappy, you can make a move, and sometimes that might involve you making a move to something worse, sometimes better. Sometimes you might have to move around a couple of times to find that great situation for you. But I don't think that you should give up. I think that you should, of course, within reason. Everyone has a different financial story, but you know, whatever it may be, I don't think that you should be staying somewhere that's unhealthy. Because just like you shouldn't stay in a bad relationship that's unhealthy, I think with work, you're there so many hours of the day that if you aren't happy with your boss or your coworkers, it's, you know, really difficult to be there all the time, and it's really draining. I've definitely been there before, and I came home every night drinking just to relax and unwind, and my overthinking mind just goes absolutely cray-cray. So I'm definitely happy to be out of those situations and at a job that I love. I love the work and everything about it so far. But who's to say what can change? You know, I'm not going to necessarily stay somewhere forever. Sometimes you outgrow a situation. Unless you're pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone, you're not necessarily growing. So I do like to assess things after a while and kind of see where I want to be and if I want to grow and those things. So my little advice for the evening. So hi. Hey, so another two presents I should say, that I am going to wrap up. These are for my stepmom. Got a little in. These are for my stepmom, and one is a flask and one is a top. She likes them. So something that I was thinking about as I was finding the wrapping paper that I wanted to use was that so many people during the holidays, they like spend so much money on people, and it's like such a stressful time. And I love Christmas so much, and I love giving presents, I love wrapping presents, but I find that I love giving presents more to the people that really appreciate them. I said before in a different vlog how I prefer to give presents to my parents because they don't really get a lot of presents, and the kids get so many presents that they almost don't even care who it's from. It's like all wrapped up into, you know, Santa's gifts or whoever, and it's money. And of course it's nice to have something, you know, it's proper social etiquette. But at the end of the day, I believe in being selfish. And by that, I don't mean by being rude, but selfish has this like horrible connotation to it, where being selfish is such a bad thing. But at the end of the day, no one's gonna look out for you more than you. So by being selfish, you know, I don't mean being heartless. I just mean don't go broke trying to make everyone else happy. You know, this is your life. You are trying to live your best life. And, you know, money, presents, these things aren't everything. It's so much more important for like families to spend time together, and gifts to be something more than just materialistic things. Alright, time for my little stickers to put on. Building up a nice little collection here of presents. So this year, because my fiance and I decided to go to Mexico during the holidays, the financial situation's a little tight in December, just in terms of budgeting. So the gifts weren't exactly as extravagant, but at the end of the day, if people in my life are going to be upset that they don't have the best presents in the world, then they don't really need to be in my life, because it's my life too, and I'm not going to be unhappy just to be able to give a better present that someone's going to forget about anyway. So that's my stance on that. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up my day. I'm going to take a shower and wind down, hang out with my dog, do some more work, and call it an evening. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, night, whatever it may be or may not be. Alright, bye.